Hi everyone, it's Dr. Bernstein. Welcome to week 4 of our semester. I'm having a lot of fun working with you guys. I hope that you're having a lot of fun and learning a lot. This week we're really rolling up our sleeves and learning a lot about opening paragraphs, about body paragraphs, and about formatting of your papers. So that's really what you're going to notice on our checklist. You're going to get to read the topics and instructions for Essay 1. Essay 1 is going to be due at the very beginning of week 6, which it's going to be due on Monday, September 26th, and you'll be able to read these topics. The topics are going to be very similar or probably the same as the ones that you're focusing on for discussion post number 3. So you already know what they are, and you know your discussion post is due by Wednesday, basically at midnight. So that's what you're going to start doing at the beginning of the week. On Tuesday, I want you to watch this great talk. If you haven't ever heard about TED Talks, they're amazing. They're so inspiring, and they you can access them for free online. And I often watch them when I'm feeling guilty for just trolling around on the internet wasting time. These talks are really intelligent and inspiring, and you learn a lot from them. But this talk about how great leaders inspire action, I think it's just so interesting and useful because even though he's talking about how great leaders motivate people and inspire them to take actions, I think there's some underlying strategies that you can use in an opening paragraph. Because, of course, when you're writing a college level essay, you're trying to persuade people. So you need to know what are the best techniques for persuading people. Then on Tuesday, I want you to watch a video I created on opening paragraphs. And then there's a quiz. You have until September 17th, Saturday, to take it, but you might want to take it on Tuesday. And the quiz is on the How Great Leaders Inspire Action and the opening paragraphs video. Wednesday, your discussion post is due. And on Wednesday, I also want you to print and read the additional information on opening paragraphs. So you're armed with as much information as possible. Then there's a video that I created on body paragraphs and a video on some basic formatting rules for your essay. And then, of course, there's another quiz on body paragraphs and the formatting. Then, what I want you to do, once you've gotten all this basic information and your ideas about your essay have been sort of brewing in a non stressful sort of way, then on Thursday and Friday, I want you to start working on your essay itself. Now, what's really important to know is that there's so many different ways of approaching the writing process. I don't tell you that you have to use one technique rather than another. I don't pretend that what I say is the only way when it comes to approaching writing. I know from my own experience, I had a professor in grad school. Every semester we had to, at the end of the semester, we had to write a 30, 40 page paper. And she insisted that we submit an outline of our paper a month before it was due. And I thought, oh, like now I have to write my whole essay earlier so that I can create an outline for it to submit because I can't create by using an outline. It's like I can only do it after I've written something. So if outlines work for you, that's great. But for instance, some people, if you feel like you need to write your opening paragraph first and you really have to nail it down before you move on, do that approach if that works for you. Other people find they get frozen in their opening paragraphs and they get stressed out and they don't know until they've really worked out their ideas what belongs there. So sometimes people find it most useful to have a general sense of what their argument is. And then at the top of a different sheet of paper, at the beginning of each sheet, you write down the idea for each paragraph. So, say you need 3 body paragraphs, you'll have 3 different sheets with the main idea on the top of each sheet. Then you can sort of go back and look for quotes, like which quotes will help support this point. Insert the quotes into those sections. Then come back and look at your point in relationship to the quote and then start analyzing it a little bit. This is This is a technique that most of my students find incredibly useful because you're sort of psyching yourself out. You're not, you don't, sometimes if you sit down to a computer and feel like, okay, I must write my paper now, nothing happens, you get freaked out, your ideas freeze up. But this approach just lowers the stakes because you're not really writing, you're just sort of getting some ideas here, some ideas there, but you're keeping them organized. And then you can go back and later on focus on your sentences, focus on polishing and finessing everything. So you find what works for you. Next week, we're really going to be concentrating on specific paragraphs of your essay. So, what you'll be doing is posting one paragraph. It could be your body paragraph, it could be your opening paragraph. It's up to you. But I'm going to give you comprehensive feedback on that one paragraph, and that feedback should help you with the rest of your essay. I'm also hoping to host some live workshops. I use a program, a software website, web conferencing tool called GoToWebinar, and I can host a meeting with 15 people in each meeting. So maybe we'll have a couple of them so that you can hop on and ask me questions live and on the spot. So that's what's coming up, and this is what's for this week. And of course, if you have any questions, just go over to our discussion board and post them. Take care. Bye.